First of all, you think I'm over 40? What's that?
No, like honestly, I would give you like 36,
Okay,
37.
very good. Where we have changes in our bodies, we have changes in our environment, and we don't really know what's going on because we're not informed. And it can be really confusing, especially in this day and age. We are bombarded with influence from many people in the wellness industry. There's a lot of pressure on individuals these days, right?
True.
I don't know if you see it, but like we scroll on Instagram and the first thing you see is, oh, to be healthy and to not have sarcopenia, you need to do heavy lifting or go and eat this much protein, or so many different things that people start getting confused.
Yeah.
We are working, scrolling, doing chores back to back, and our bodies are very intelligent, but we don't listen to them anymore. There could be cues that your body is trying to tell you something. Slow down, take it easy. This food didn't do well, it didn't sit well. But we don't listen because we don't have the time.
Have you noticed that as you age, your body doesn't respond the same way it used to? And meanwhile, you haven't changed anything in your lifestyle. A lot of people start experiencing this in their 40s. And it can be very confusing because no one really explains what's actually happening. I ask myself a lot of questions too. And I felt lost for many years. So today I wanted to unpack that. This is why I'm having Danielle with us today. She's the founder of the Body Hub, a place you really need to know about it, believe me. Hi Danielle, very happy to have you here with us. Before to jump into it, I wanted to ask you if you can present yourself and what is the Body Hub?
Hi, Chris. Thank you so much for having me.
My pleasure.
I'm very happy to be here. So I'm basically a body worker, a biologist, and a somatic practitioner.
Okay.
And I founded the Body Hub almost 2 decades ago.
Wow.
Yes. So it will be 18 years now. Yeah. It was not called the Body Hub before.
Okay.
But I've been, my mission was really to help people find ease, confidence, and fully integrated in their own bodies.
Okay.
So this is what my mission was, basically, to help them regain that flow in their body.
Okay, very good. So talking about aging, after 40, do you think that is the stress that we are accumulating that play with us, or is it just like the aging?
First of all, you think I'm over 40? What's that?
No, like honestly, I would give you like 36,
Okay,
37.
very good, very good. Okay. Just to make it clear,
Okay.
how would I know?
That's very clear now.
So basically, there's a lot of confusion out there. It could also start just before you turn 40 and in your 40s, where we have changes in our bodies, we have changes in our environment, and we don't really know what's going on because we're not informed.
Yeah.
And it can be really confusing, especially in this day and age. We are bombarded with influence from many people in the wellness industry.
Yes.
From doctors, from people that just share their own vision. There's a lot of pressure on individuals these days, right?
True.
I don't know if you see it, but like we scroll on Instagram and the first thing you see is, oh, to be healthy and to not have sarcopenia, you need to do heavy lifting or go and eat this much protein, or so many different things that people start getting confused.
Yeah.
And they don't know where to start.
True. It's so true because like if I take my own example, I grew up believing everything that the doctors would tell me. But nowadays, if you listen to the social media, you hear so many doctors, and the point of views, they are so different. Some doctors will tell you something, the other will tell you the complete opposite. And for us, we are not doctors. It's really hard to understand, okay, who's wrong, who's right. So This is something that I've been also experiencing when I reached my 40, because I just turned 40.
Oh, happy birthday.
No, actually, I'm 49. So like, I'm just trying to be my best. But yeah, this is something that I've been in my head for like many years. My main target is to age the best way possible without pain, understanding what's going on in my body. Why do I have the pain? Why do I have my belly that is
Bloated.
exactly.
I mean, there's a few things I'd like to say here. First of all, we are bombarded, but we're also very, very much in our heads. We are working, scrolling, doing chores back to back,
True.
and our bodies are very intelligent, but we don't listen to them anymore. There could be cues that your body is trying to tell you something.
Yeah.
Slow down,
Yeah.
take it easy. This food didn't do well, it didn't sit well. But we don't listen because we don't have the time.
True.
Okay? So this is the first part. So even if you go to a doctor, they might be right in telling you something, but you might go to an endocrinologist and they will tell you something about your hormones. Then you go to somebody else who will tell you something about your heart.
Yeah.
And you need a holistic approach. You need to try and see a little bit of many different aspects of your life.
Yes.
And how they affect you.
True.
And everything will affect the state your mind and body are in at the moment.
Exactly. I really like what you your point of view is amazing, because it's like a reflection of what I'm the vision that I have about longevity. So like that's one of the reasons why I wanted to have you on the podcast.
Yeah, thank you. I think we have very similar values.
Yes, true.
I'll tell you a quick story. I mean, I wasn't 40 yet, a few years back. And I'm in the wellness industry. It's been a long time.
Yes.
I've cured myself from ulcerative colitis since I was 19. I reached a point in my life where I had so many injuries, but now I move freely. I have no pain and all of that. And I thought, right, I've accomplished something, and I'm helping people achieve similar results.
Yeah.
But 6 years ago, I was like you. I went to a point in my life where I was gaining weight, 10 kilos in 6 months.
Wow.
I was not sleeping well. I was very healthy. I was moving. I was eating healthy. I was doing everything right. And I was blaming myself being in the wellness industry and not knowing what was going on. How can I not know? And how can I not help myself? This was so much pressure I put on myself.
Okay.
And honestly, first of all, the fact that I was bashing myself for not knowing was pressure. I didn't look into my emotional state. And that was a really important part. And I tried everything. I tried to go against my values. I went and counted my macros.
Yeah.
How many proteins? How many grams of this?
I did the same.
You know, we go into very strict regimens and programs. And then I said, oh, maybe I'm not moving enough, even though I'm very active. And I moved more. And actually, it was an emotional state. Back then, my father was diagnosed with Parkinson's.
Okay.
And it affected me a lot. And I didn't realize how much it affected me that I was holding on to everything, even weight. And once I started doing more somatic work and rebalancing my gut, rebalancing everything I was doing, but taking care of my emotional health as well, this is where my weight started releasing. My body started feeling more at ease. I was expressing myself much better. And this helped me not judge myself anymore and be a little bit vulnerable.
Yes.
And then find another zone in my life where I could feel at peace.
Yeah. You cannot even imagine how your story is touching me, because to tell you a bit of my story, I had COVID-19. It was a terrible year for me. But it was also, as I said, like as I like to say, it was the year where I was born. Because I was overweight, I was drinking a lot of alcohol, I was smoking a lot of cigarettes, and my life was chaotic. And I've decided that I needed to do something very serious, because it's like a little voice was telling me, you only have 2 or 3 years to live if you keep going like that.
Wow. Yeah.
So I've started to work out. I started to pay attention to what I was eating, everything that you were saying. And recently, I thought I was really strong, really like powerful, like muscular and all that. But in a way, I felt like stiff. I felt like I was like prisoner into myself. And it was very, very funny, because I went to the Cayenne Wellness Festival and I attended an event there with Nafas, with Walid.
Yes.
It was just a breathing experience. And I started to cry. And I didn't even know why, how. And the first moment I was like, no, how can you cry? You're a strong guy. A man
Doesn't cry.
Exactly. And I was like, why am I fighting against that? So I let myself go. And after that experience, I felt so like light. It was just amazing. So I really understand that what you're saying, the approach that you explained to us. It's just like I think we don't pay attention too much about like our sensitivity.
Yes. Our emotions.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is why I love somatic work as well.
Yeah.
So, as you know, I mean, when I started this journey, I was very young. I was studying biology, and I kind of knew that our bodies had an intelligence.
Yeah.
I mean, natural healing is what our bodies should be doing anyway.
Yes.
And when I had my injuries and my ulcerative colitis, I was told I was going to be on medication for life. I was going to be not able to dance again because I had a small accident, and 3 discs in my lower back that were protruding, sciatic nerve injury.
Wow.
Yeah, and I said, wow, I'm not going to take this. I'm not going to put myself in that box and accept it. And this is when I really started digging deep.
Yeah.
And trust me, over 20-something years ago, there wasn't a lot about nutritional health, and everything was a bit from the old school of nutrition.
Yes.
But with time, I tried to discover what was going on. I eliminated certain foods. I started looking into going wheat-free, non-genetically modified, no additives, all of that. 20-something years ago. And then when I went to gluten-free...
Are you sure you're not me? Because I'm
we're
listening
very
to you
similar.
and I'm like,
there you go.
She's talking like me.
I mean, in 2002, something like that, who really knew much and what to provide someone with ulcerative colitis?
No
They
one.
just said, take medication and that's it.
Yeah.
But for me, nutrition was one of the most important parts, and emotional health.
Yes.
Because the amount of anxiety I had back then was neglected.
Yeah.
It was okay, it's okay. Oh, just go through it. Breathe a little bit. It's going to be fine. No, we need support. We need support from every angle.
Indeed.
And from there, I continued studying biology, but then I went into movement, and I started to move into different courses like Pilates.
Okay.
Fascia movement. Right. So I started digging deep, and I started to understand, okay, I was really healthy. I was going to the gym.
Yeah.
You see me now. But if you see me 25 years ago, first of all, I was 90 kilos. So I gained a lot of weight from the medication. And
You were competing or?
I was just lifting, and my traps were this big. And,
Wow. I need to see a picture.
I thank God I lost most of them. I might have 1 or 2. But I was also full of toxins.
Yes.
I was full of toxins, water retention. I was full of fat. But came to a point where fat for me is now an indication. It's a way for my body to protect me. I need to thank my fat for being there. Thank you, fat, for existing.
Exactly.
Because you are taking everything that is bad and putting it in a different place instead of ruining my organs.
True.
Right. Hopefully it's non-visceral. So this is really something that helped me a lot. And with my journey and depth into the work, I started realizing how much everything is linked. There's no one system that works alone. And my obsession about fascia is what led me into what I'm doing today.
Okay. We hear a lot about fascia. At the Cannes Festival, I had the opportunity to discuss with Sean He's an expert in
my friend.
in fascias. I hope I will, Sean, if you listen to us. I want
Yes.
you on my podcast also. It's very interesting because, as I said, I was very convinced that because of the social media, you need muscles, more muscles, and more muscles, because muscle is your life insurance. Okay, it might be true, but it cannot be just muscles. So, what do you think that is missing towards working out and make sure that we're building muscles?
Yeah, that's a great question. And thank you for bringing this up because it's really a very passionate subject for me. The amount of people, not just men and women, that come to me these days, or it's been a year or two, telling me, but Danielle, we need to do weightlifting. We need to build muscles or else we won't age properly. We need to do excess exercise and increase the amount of weight. And men and women are talking about this. And I say, listen, if this is what you'd like to do, please, by all means, do it.
Yeah.
But now, as you said, is it only muscles that we need to focus on? No, of course we need muscles. But muscles alone? No, we don't tackle muscles only. What we want to feel in our bodies is not compression. We want decompression.
Yes.
So if you think of only doing weights or two-dimensional work, this is where the body starts to become stiff. It starts to feel compressed.
Yes.
It starts to feel rigid.
Yes.
It starts to feel like almost lacking flow and circulation, because what happens is we're not tackling other systems.
Yeah.
So for me, and this is my foundational work, what we need to focus on first is the root cause, okay? There's a lot of things. So for example, are you properly aligned posturally, structurally?
Yeah.
Are your joints, if you want to call them joints, feeling nice and at ease, or do you feel stuck? Once you get there, then are you breathing? Do you breathe properly? Is your head alignment in place, or are you constantly like that? Because let's say you don't have this foundation and you're a couch potato. Okay, getting up and going to the gym is still better than being a couch potato,
True.
right?
Yeah.
But then if we go and, of course, I would much rather
I hope
do
so.
that, right? But then if you're just going to work out and it's like a two-dimensional workout and you already have bad posture or shoulders forward like that, and you take weights, what happens is the areas that are not aligned are going to start feeling under pressure. They're going to try and do what you're asking them to do and sustain it. But at a certain point, they're going to start giving you pain.
Yes.
And then maybe one day they're going to snap or tear or something will happen. So it's really important to get the base first. And then for longevity, what's better? Just like that. Would you rather have someone muscular focusing only on their muscles, or someone who's also very balanced, walks a lot and is full of energy? What if you can have a bit of both? Because you don't want to be muscular rigid and then fall.
Yeah.
Because what's the highest risk of death in late 80s or so is once they fall, they break a hip or something.
Exactly.
Then they don't recover well, and then it's a decline from there on. So I really like to work on alignment, on posture, on proprioception, which is the awareness of where you are in space.
Okay.
A lot of people, when they age, they lose balance.
True.
Or they miss a step. They hit, if you're coming to go up a step, you don't calculate how much you need to lift your foot.
Yeah.
And so you hit the step and then fall.
It happens to me.
Okay, so that needs more brain training to know where you are in space. And I think these are more important things to tackle first before you focus only on just muscles.
Yeah.
So it's a very good point. And I don't know if I kind of answered the question.
Yeah, because I started to ask myself this question. I think it was last year. I'm training at Binus. It's the biggest gym in Dubai.
Okay.
And you have all those bodybuilders, and I'm looking at them. I saw them like really huge, but in a way, I was watching as something that I don't want to be.
Okay.
Because at a point, I understand that I was getting more and more strong, like stronger and stronger. I was building a lot of muscles, but I was losing freedom. And it was funny because one of my friends invited me. It was last month. We went to do a hatha yoga session with Nitai at Matcha Club, and we were like only I think 2 men in the room, and I was the most like bulky. And we tried to we started to do like simple exercise, and I was watching everybody. They were doing like easy peasy, and myself I was just like struggling just to stay like in control. I'm starting to sweat, starting to like what's going on, and
Yeah.
I understood at that very moment I cannot continue like that. I cannot just build muscle. I need also to work, as you said, like the alignment. Make sure that I'm going to age, but with the ability to move properly.
Yes.
My knees, like my shoulders, all the articulation basically.
Yeah.
So you answered quite.
I think in what you just said, there's two more points that I can tackle right here. One is agility. Agility is the ability to be strong but flexible, if you want, at the same time. So if you're rigid, if you only focus on contractions, and your fascia gets a little bit tighter,
Yeah.
what we do is I don't believe in really stretching. Well, stretching in the word of going beyond really your range, because I believe there's micro tears that can happen, like internal stretch
That's true.
marks, and so I don't really suggest that. But if you work in a rotational way, and you create movements that are more as they say in the fascia world, omnidirectional, which means in all direction.
Okay.
So not two, not three, not multi, but omni, which means in any way. There's not one part in your body that is square. Look, my movement can go in every way. And the easiest example I give is if, maybe I'm old enough to know that, but now people in the car, when you drive and you
Come
need
on,
to
I
reverse.
thought you were less than 40.
Yeah, I'm like 30. So I don't know that. People in the new generation, they look at their cameras when they want to reverse. I don't. I go like that,
Yeah.
and I look back, and I reverse. So that action alone, most people can't do anymore. As simple as that. Try it. Try it. Try it. Right. And anyone watching us, when they go in the car and they try and do that, some people have lost that agility,
Yeah.
that mobility. And the other thing is efficiency. Is your body efficient
Yes.
or not?
Yes.
How are we transferring the load? How are we transferring movement? You feel it in people when they walk even. If they're walking and after a while they feel heavy, they feel stiff, that's because the body is not efficient. And that's what we want to get to.
Yeah.
We want to make sure that the body is
It's
aligned,
efficient, yes.
it's efficient,
Yes.
it's agile,
Yes.
and then balance, coordination, strength.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so sky's the limit if you have the proper foundation. And I
Yeah.
think this is really important for longevity.
Exactly. I think like because people, they have the idea of longevity, especially in Dubai, to live like long. But for me, it's not that point. It's really like to be able to keep aging, because this is a process that we cannot go like against. It's a natural process. But the idea is like, make sure that when you reach 50, 60, 70, that you can still move properly, that you can still move and with your freedom, not having pain. If you fall down, then you can get up and keep going.
Yes.
And I really, I'm aligned with what you're doing, because, and what you're saying also, because we sometimes forget that our freedom is the longevity. Our freedom is the way we will be able to stay independent in whatever we do on a daily basis.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, also on the topic of longevity, if I think about one of the very important aspects of my work is community.
Yes.
The blue zones.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you age, but you age alone, it's very different than if you age with others,
Yeah.
with a community. You stay playful.
Yes.
You play games.
Yes.
You sing together. You go for walks.
Socialize.
Yes,
Yeah.
you socialize. You go outdoors in nature.
True.
And not worry too much about those wrinkles and those little things that are a normal process of aging.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not afraid of that, but most people are nowadays. They're really focused on that. They're worried to look different, to age, and
Yes.
this goes much further than just longevity. This is mental, not support that they need, but really to go a little bit deeper into why are they worried about these external factors.
Yes.
And
we look at the outside,
yes,
but we don't pay attention to the inside. Yes.
So this is also a very big part of the word I try to bring out is love yourself and try to see that your body is aging in a normal and natural way, and that this is not wrong and this is not shameful, and you shouldn't be ashamed of your little lines and all of that.
True.
Yeah.
It's funny that you're talking about the blue zones because I come from Martinique, which is a small island in the Caribbean. I don't know if you guys know about the island, but it's
you danced a lot there.
Exactly. That's true. But that's a part of longevity.
Exactly.
That's a part of socializing. But the Martinique, you might know that belongs now to the blue zones. And when I heard about that, I think it was like last year. It reminds me of my grandma when we were young, and like, oh, grandma, I have a headache. I have this. She was like, okay, go in the garden, grab that leaves, bring it to me. And now about my longevity process and what I want to spread, it's very about like how I've been raised. I remind me how my grandma were forcing us to eat like roots, eat natural products, not ultra processed food, and I'm just getting back to what the ancient were doing, and it works very well. I'm not into peptides. I'm not into NAD+. I'm not into all this biohacking stuff. I'm not saying that it doesn't work, because peptides can be efficient for some people that really need it. It can help, but that's not the way to process if you really want to pay attention to your longevity.
I mean, it's exactly what you just said. You go to the foundation.
Exactly.
What's the foundation? We are humans.
Yes.
We're animals.
Yes.
We're born on this earth. We're supposed to eat from the earth, whatever the earth is giving us, from plants to animals to natural products, as natural as we can.
Yes.
Once we really do that work, we focus on hydration, foundational nutrition, from an anthropological view as well. So what our ancestors used to eat. When we do that, and we still have maybe little things we need to work on, then maybe we can supplement here and there.
Yes.
But only when we do the foundational work will we have the best results.
Yes, true.
It's the same with alignment, right? If you want to go and be efficient at lifting weights, do your work for the foundational phase first, then go and lift more weight.
Yeah.
So you don't injure yourself or you don't.
It's very interesting because I was talking at the Cannes Festival. I was talking with Maria Escobar. She's a nutritionist. Yes. She's an amazing woman. And she had like a speech there, and she was explaining how much now we need to supplement our body because what we eat doesn't provide what our body needs. And it's sad to see that with all the technology that we have been developing, we can produce more and more, but we're not able to produce things that can really nourish our bodies the best way.
Yes.
So I'm always trying to do the things the more natural that I can, but living in Dubai, it's really hard to find rich fruits, rich vegetables. I think you have a couple of farms that's still producing good quality products, but it's getting really, really hard. And even me, I'm still now need to take supplements because I don't get the required things that I need for my body to work properly.
Yeah.
So it's we have so much things to reset the way we see things, the way we're buying, what we're eating. I was having that discussion with my dad. If you go back to like let's say 50 years ago, probably like 80% of what we find now in the stores
It wasn't there.
wasn't there.
Yeah. They used to go to the market, no?
Exactly. We had fruit, we had vegetables, that's it. Now you go to the supermarket, it's like 80% of things ultra processed.
Packaged goods.
Exactly.
And even the fruits and veggies, you don't know where they're coming from,
Yeah.
how long they've been stored,
True.
what they've been
Pesticides
sprayed
and
with.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So it's really difficult.
It's terrible.
Yeah, I mean, there are still good things, but I think the closer we are to nature, the better we will be.
True.
We are over-consuming and
Yes.
malnourished.
Yes.
So I think this is a very important aspect.
That's also why we're getting sick more often.
Yes.
There's like everything that we do has consequences.
Correct.
If you eat bad, if you eat bad in the wrong way, of course you're going to be sick, and not because of the way you eat. It's because you lost it basically.
Exactly. Yes.
We're losing it.
And also going back to one thing, which is hydration, because I know I said hydration before, and I wanted to tackle something about fascia. Because when we talk about hydrating the body, we talk about drinking water, right? Or maybe eating fruits and veggies that are full of water.
Yes.
But when we want to hydrate our tissues, we need to move properly.
Oh.
So yes. So if you want to hydrate, it's like the body responds to movement, and it responds in a biochemical way. So if you give it twisting and a lot of these kind of movements, you are actually hydrating your tissues. Yes. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So hydration comes from also good, intelligent movement, not just from drinking water.
Yeah.
Because some people tell me, I mean, they feel stiff, they do this, but I drink 2 liters of water a day. I mean, then you're not moving efficiently or properly for your body's needs. Yeah. So this is another very important part. And also, after you do that, you need to realize that your lifestyle will affect your fascia.
True.
It will affect your body.
Yes.
And you might hold tension in different areas. And going back to the first thing you said, which is when you went to the breath work and you had an emotional release. This is somatic work.
Yes.
And this is all held in our bodies because our brains didn't make sense of it, for example.
True.
And then when you allow your body to let go, this is when all of that comes out. And I'm sure you didn't only feel light in your mind, but you probably felt light in your body as well.
Yeah, it's funny because like after the end of the session, I went to talk to Wally. He's an amazing guy, and I look at him and I say, "Bro, you made me cry."
And I'm a man.
Yeah, and his answer was, "I'm really glad. Yes. I'm really glad I did," and. Really, like guys, if you listen to us now, you need to understand like we are man. We have emotion. We need to share that. We need to release some emotion because this is going to help us. This, I mean, for me, it was like a discovery, really, because as I said, I've been raised as like you have to. A man doesn't cry. A man is strong. Blah 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 blah. But for me, it's all bullshit. I mean, we have emotion. We try to keep the emotion, but the more we try to keep it inside, the more it's harming us.
And it's accumulating as well. So one of the somatic practices I do is called TRE, trauma or tension release exercises. And it's a method where you do some exercises that bring you into a tremor. It's called a neurogenic tremor. And literally you lie down and you shake. And after that, when you come up and see how you feel like you've shaken off the stress or the tension from your body.
That's amazing because like before to cry in that session, I started to shake.
There you go.
And I was like, why my body is shaking? You know, like you don't understand. You're like, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? And people they might think that I'm crazy, but like you know, in the session you hear like eagles and I was like, it's like they were like sending me a message. I'm like, where am I? It's crazy. But the sensation after that, like the lightness, like you feel I don't even know. I don't even which word I could use to explain the sensation that I felt with that session. It was amazing. Really, it was amazing.
Yes. I mean, when we do the TRE sessions, it's the same thing. People don't understand.
Yeah.
And also they feel a little bit self-conscious. Imagine you're shaking on the floor and you don't know what's going on. Basically, it's something that, as Dr. Bocelli, the inventor of that method, believed, is that we as humans we had this innate capacity to shake off a situation, but we've lost it along the way because we're so much into our heads.
Yes.
As we said at the beginning, we're so much into our heads that we don't even realize that something has stressed us so much that we need to shake it out at that moment. We don't, so we accumulate it. Then it becomes stress, then it becomes tension, physical tension, then it becomes chronic. And so if we only did like animals do in nature, if they go through a stressful moment, the gazelle is going to be eaten by the lion, and then suddenly the lion goes away and the gazelle is still alive, she shakes it off and goes back to normal. But if only we could do that on a daily basis, we would be much lighter human beings. We would be more calm, more resilient, have better heart rate variability, and all of that, better sleep. So this is something that I truly believe in. And you can see what we're talking about here. It's such a holistic way of seeing things. There's not one thing that has helped you specifically or one thing that has helped me specifically. It's a combination of things.
I'm really glad, really honestly, I'm really glad that you could attend the podcast, because what you do for me, is the real thing. Here in Dubai, it's crazy because I haven't been in a place where I've seen so many people interested in wellness, so many people interested in longevity. You have a lot of clinics about longevity, about like biohacking and everything and blah blah blah, but few people really understand that we need to start with the basics, the foundation, like sleeping properly, manage the stress, rest properly,
eat healthy,
be mentally healthy,
move.
And the movement is very important.
But I'll tell you one thing. People want quick fixes.
Exactly.
The work that I do
shortcuts
needs some dedication. But once you do it, sky's the limit. So quick fixes don't exist. No. Everybody wants to take the medication, the Mounjaro, the
Ozempic.
Ozempic to lose the weight. And okay, if you're diabetic and you have a lot of health issues, I'm not against it. But if you have a few kilos here and there, try to find the root cause.
Exactly.
Why is it there? Maybe you have emotional eating issues. Maybe you need to deal with that. Maybe you need some EMDR or some kind of emotional behavioral therapy. So it's really work that needs to be done.
True.
And they need to be willing to do that work.
Exactly.
But a lot of people in the wellness industry now have taken that industry and diluted it a little bit, because I'm not sure we should call it wellness anymore.
No, true.
And that's what I see on a daily basis. People come and they want a quick fix, quick results.
Yeah.
And if you want the proper work,
because that's what the industry now is selling us. I mean, get those red light therapy, the glasses, and again, probably it works. I've been usually I'm using like mouth taping, and it helps me so much to like really learn how to breathe like properly. But I'm trying to attend all the events when it's about longevity. I went to the Longevity Peak Festival. It was like a couple of weeks ago. I went to the Cannes Festival, and believe me, it's very strange sensation, because I haven't seen so many people in the same place trying to look for a shortcut for like fast solution. And when you look at them, you can see they're not healthy.
Yeah.
They try to get. They're convinced, or the marketing is convincing them, that by taking those mushrooms like chaga or reishi or like what's the name of the cordyceps and all that, that is going to fix, that is going to give them the energy that they have been looking for. But the energy, you get it if you get a strong recovery.
All the things that we
Exactly.
spoke
So
about.
it's it's an ecosystem of many things, and you cannot just play on one things. You need to coordinate a lot of different pillars
Yes.
to make the things work.
Yeah. And I think we're very lucky to have people in this industry or interested in health and wellness now more than before. We just need to keep talking,
Yes.
keep shaping it.
Yes, spreading
spreading the word
Yes.
that things are possible.
Yes.
Look how you changed your life.
Yes.
I'm ulcerative colitis free today. The doctors can't believe it.
Yeah.
I'm not on medication. I have zero back pain.
Yeah.
So these things are possible.
Yeah.
We need to give hope, and we need to tell people our bodies can do it. Maybe not always alone, but we can start with something and get to a place where we feel at ease and comfortable in our minds and bodies.
There's something like I'm going to talk about the Caribbean islands, because there genetically many people, they're suffering about like high blood pressure, and the first thing they do, they go to the doctors, and the doctors give them pill. My dad suffers about that, so like he takes pills.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's no way I want to do that. So instead of taking pills, I've tried to understand the root cause.
Yes.
And most of the time, the root cause is the breathing. We're not breathing properly. Like maybe people, they don't know that, but when we breathe through the nose, we actually produce nitric oxide. Yes. And this nitric oxide is a vasodilatator. So it helps the blood vessels to be wider. And it's the natural way to fight the high blood pressure. And this is, I remember last year I went to see Barbara O'Neill. She's fantastic. I love her so much.
Yeah.
And she was saying something that is very, very, very true. And this phrase is keep locked here in my head. The human body has been designed to heal itself.
Yes, 100%.
We don't need any kind of Earth is providing us everything that we need. We just need to understand how to use it to provide it to our body, so he can do the job. He knows to do it properly.
Yes.
Without having peptides, NAD plus, and all this kind of thing. I'm not against peptides, guys,
but we have to give it the right environment.
True.
Yes.
True.
And I do believe that sometimes science is amazing and it advances really well. When we need an intervention, the medical system has advanced in amazing ways as well. If you have an accident, if you have something,
True, of course.
It is.
Of course.
Amazing. So let's give our bodies and our minds the essentials, the foundations, its capacity to do the job it wants to do. Instead of trying to heal a disease, let's try to keep our bodies healthier so that we don't get the disease in the first place. So every cell in your body needs an environment to thrive.
Yes.
And so if we can give them that environment with all the things we spoke about, then the body will feel better and much more at ease in everything. Yeah.
And how could you define your approach, the Body Hub, compared to all the approach that we see right now, like especially in Dubai? What is like dramatically different from what we are seeing, and also why does it work better than the other?
Well, that's a big one to say. Look, I focus on my work, and I believe, and I truly believe, that the work that I do is all about listening to the person in front of me, because the person in front of me might be different than the person who came right before, and they might not need the exact same things.
Sure.
But what they all need is foundational work. So I might start a bit different with one person than the other, but if I go to the foundation work, from alignment, from the feet up, from a breathing perspective, from fascia health, from intelligent movement, all of that, they start feeling the change right away. And when we take that, the person has to align with my method, of course. Yeah. If they come to me because they want 6 packs, I tell them, oh, okay, no problem. You can get 6 packs easy. just go somewhere else, because the value of my work is not there. The value of my work is first to get you healthy internally, tissue-wise, mind, body, and gut. And once that's attained, then you can have whatever you want later on. The external shape will come. But I know people want vanity. It's like when they come and tell me, what would you suggest doing for your face with the wrinkles? And so I say, let's get the foundation first.
Yeah.
And then see internally how you feel. Maybe you'll change your mind on how you look even.
Exactly.
Of course, if you want to have a certain shape, and you can work on that, no problem. That's really easy. But the work is really about the foundation. It's rebalancing the body and then making it resilient and really, really strong, but not just from optimal strength perspective, like weightlifting, but strong in many different ways.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel the Body Hub is different. I also focus a lot on recovery and fascia health.
Okay.
And that's why I bring all these products from abroad.
Okay.
Because I curate really the products that I've tried that are science-backed.
Yeah, and you know that it
And
works.
I know they work and they're good quality, and they can be self-help tools that we add to your work for your longevity, let's say.
Okay.
So yes, that's how really I believe that the work I do
fantastic.
really,
Yeah,
really helps.
that's fantastic.
And
Yeah.
any age, by the way. I have an amazing 83-year-old client.
Wow.
Her view of life is what I feel is so important. It's light, funny, jokes a lot, and came a bit worried about, falling and things like that. But because we work on proprioception, we work on agility and fascia health and understanding the body. These are tools for her to take on a daily basis. And now she feels more confident walking and doing things that are were a little bit less available to her before.
It reminds me that when I was young, there were a song that I used to listen all the time. Is "Age Ain't Nothing But a Number." Alaya.
Yeah.
And right now, when I think about the title of that song, it's true, because we are limiting ourselves just because we think that because we are getting older, then we are over.
God.
And I really think that the brain is a fantastic machine, but if you convince your brain that you're getting old, then all the system is going to fall down. So I've seen all the time on Instagram people, women, men, 80, 89, doing pull-ups, push-ups. And I'm like, wow. I really think and I believe that I will be able to reach that level.
Amazing.
Because we have everything to make it and maybe to live even longer than they used to, if we know how to combine the gift of the ancient and the technology that we have been developing. It's would say we could live 150.
Yeah.
I mean, it might be a bit boring, but
and look, if we're talking to younger generations as well, and because I do have a program for youth, and it's called a youth wellness program.
Fantastic.
It's not about movement only. It's a lot to do with this day and age, everything that they're exposed to.
Yes.
The technology, the screens, the social media. They are not anymore confident and at ease with communities, with talking to others. And when you start younger, especially now, the young generation will need a lot more work, because I see it in those girls. They're 11, 12, 13, 14. Their posture is not a physical posture. It's a mental posture. It's shy.
Yes, exactly.
It's not confident.
Yeah.
And all these things, if we can start before 40, but way before 40, that would be ideal.
Yeah.
At least to plant that seed, and so the seed can grow, as you mentioned to me in the conversation we had before. And this is something that's really, really very important. If parents are watching this, to try and get this.
Listen, parents.
Yes, try and get this to your teens, or even younger, to start expressing how important it is to be healthy and to make the good choices. Yeah.
This is exactly what I've started to do with my kids. First of all, to teach them how to eat properly, healthy, exercising also. They do a lot of different things, capoeira, they play football, they love to swim also. but I'm also trying to make them understand that they need to socialize. And capoeira is nice also in that way because they're playing with kids, whatever the age is. And I could see that with the years, they feel more like comfortable to go to talk to. Yeah,
Exchange.
exactly.
Yeah.
And it's true now when you see the kids, you go to some friends, the kids, they're on the tablets, on the iPhone, and the posture.
head,
Yeah,
their
exactly. The
shoulders,
posture.
the
It's like
thumbs.
close on. Yeah, exactly. They're away and they're kids. They should be playing. They should be like enjoying,
Outdoors as
Exactly.
much as possible. Yeah, I have
You
a
learn.
13 and a half year old and an 11 and a half year old.
Yeah.
And so I'm very aware of these things and I try to push them to go
It's
as much
important,
as
yes.
possible,
Yeah.
barefoot, outdoors, grounding, nature, fresh air, right? So let's promote this more and more. Yeah.
We were in Oman a couple of years ago. We went to Wadi Shabt, I think.
Yes.
I love walking barefoot. So I took out my shoes and I started to like go and like when I was kid. That's how we were running.
Yes, of course.
In the Caribbean, barefoot, like no rocks. Like we didn't pay attention about the soil. We were just running.
Yes.
And then, Dad, why are you taking out your shoes? Because I want to feel the sensation of my feet against the floor. And like, can I do it too? It's like, of course.
Yeah.
So they took it, and then we were like the three of us like running on the stones, and I could see like like they were
So
smiling,
happy,
they were
yes,
happy.
of course.
We're losing it. Yeah.
Yes.
We're
And this
losing
is
it.
really important feedback for the brain as well, to know what surfaces you're walking on, if it's soft or hard, dangerous, hot, cold. So it gives a lot of feedback to the brain to protect you as well.
Yes.
So it's a very important thing to do.
Yeah, indeed. Fantastic. I'm really, really, really happy to have you in the podcast.
Thank you so much.
I think that, of course, we cannot stop. We have to do
another one. There's too much to say.
Exactly.
Too much to say. I agree.
But yeah, I really enjoyed this time with you. I learned a lot, and we always forgotten that life is a perpetuous learning.
Yes.
So thank you for all the information that you shared with us.
Thank you so much.
And I really hope so that you're going to come back very soon.
I will. Don't worry about
for
that.
another
Thank you.
episode.
Yeah, thank you for having
and
me.
guys, go follow the Body Hub. Pay attention to what Danielle is doing, because honestly, and I'm not saying that because she's in front of me, that's really amazing. That's the foundation of like being healthy and about longevity. And I see you very, very soon. Bye.